Hello, Brittany, and welcome to your natal chart reading. So, I've been getting over this hump because I've read 1,000 of these now, and I'm like, how can I do this in a way that I don't sound like I am reading off of a freaking script or bored or anything? I just wanted to reinvigorate myself. So, I appreciate the time that you have given me to do this, and you've been so kind about it. So, I am going to, if you don't mind, be trying out my new style of reading these charts with you. A lot of times I speak in astrological jargon. What the fuck is that, right? I talk about this house and this moon and how that works and stuff, but I would like to talk to you as though this is a script to teach you about your character in a way that you can relate to. I don't want to make it seem all weird, like talking outside of yourself, but I do need to express that Brittany has been many different names, races, religions, things from plant to animal over the course of hundreds or even thousands of years. So Brittany is one character that you're playing. And that's the character we're getting into. So this pizza pie cookie thing here that we're looking at is the script for your life this time around, the compass for your life is Brittany. It includes all the details of the other lives you've left, what you left behind at the end of those lives, and all the skills you have to get stuff done in this life. So, for your character reference, that's what I'm gonna think about. I'm briefing you on your character, your spy mission. This just needs to be cool, right? Because I mean, it sort of is. You are a spirit that came from above, right? And you got so tired of being just light, of everything being perfect, that you wanted to know what struggle was like. What is it like to be an individual? What is it like to not have to be a part of a perfect system, right? And that's why you came here. So for you, yourself was always very important about you. And that's why your self node is in Aries. You wanted to know what it was like to be an individual. You made a name for yourself in many careers. People knew you as a warrior, a fighter, a soldier, a pioneer. A family person even comes up here, but like the dad in the family, right? Because you're always sort of in charge with this energy. That is what your soul has done for so many lifetimes that you have perfected it. And in this life, you'll actually have to achieve that again, making a big name for yourself in your career before you're able to get what you actually wanted in this life. So, what did Brittany want this life? Brittany wanted to know what it was like to finally settle down at home with a partner and be okay. Like you want your bills paid, you want your house paid, you want the kids, you want all of that, and a nice, cushy retirement fund that allows you to travel at the end. And no, this is not everybody's dream. And I can recognize this by your North Node in Libra and fourth. That Libra is the sign of partnership. The fourth house is the sign of home. For you, seeing relationships with a healthy dynamic is a wound in your family. That is what you are working out generational curse wise. It is also where your unique genius, which is what this palace is, you are really good at being a partner. And in that way, I mean, you're really good at being in a partnership where you're not codependent. You still maintain a lot of your individuality when in a relationship, even though you may tend to mother your partner a little bit, you're still very good at being independent. So those are the things that you have working in your favor because your palace is your unique genius, right? Your ability to connect dots. You notice trends between your partners and also things in your home. This means that you want to get to your house and be somebody who has done so much in life that you end up like writing a bio. You end up with other skills besides the one that you started off with that are just excellent, like the way Snoop Dogg does. So overcoming this wounded partnership, not seeing healthy relationships or not getting to be in them early is the one that upon healing it, you will be able to share what you have learned about partnerships, contracts, being in one-on-one relationships with other people. Your goal at the end of this existence is to be cuddly at home and still making money on a regular basis with your boo, right? So you are taking a path in this life, the path of the Cancer. That comes right back around to this North Node and fourth. That's there are usually three ways that you see something show up in a chart. So I'll point that out as it comes around, but it's really important for you to recognize that you came here for family. Sometimes this means that you're like a mom to all. Sometimes you give help to people that don't need help or deserve help because you just see that they have a situation you can help with. And then other times people take advantage of your energy and step over your boundaries because they know you're nurturing or caring. And this is a part of you being an empath, essentially, with you having this ascendant in Cancer. Cancer is a water sign. Water picks up on other people's feelings. As soon as you step into their field of energy, your energy picks up on what they need. Now, for you, a part of this is being careful that you don't let the way that others have emotionally manipulated you make you manipulate others in the same way. And that's because of this Lilith, which is your dark feminine energy right here in Cancer. You're prone to doing anything for family. And it comes up as lie, cheat, steal because it's Lilith, just anything for your family, anything for you and your household to be okay. I mean, sometimes that's necessary, but just something to be aware of because it's very out in the front. This also means that you're sexy, right? This is like sexy in like a motherly way. And by that, I mean boobs, curves. So at the end of this first house, now the first house is how people see you in the world, just what they think of you when they immediately meet you. So people think you're very friendly, soft, right? Underneath that, you're hilarious. And that leads to the second house. This is how you're supposed to make money in this life. The scale by which you create your values, like your morals, right? For you, it's being connected to your inner child. You believe that everybody deserves to be able to shine how they want to shine, and that's that. For you, shining and showing other people who you are, who you have been hiding, and we'll get to that in a little bit, leads to your finances. The way that you act when you're around children, the way that you act when you're creating art, painting, entertaining, motivating other people. You are really here to be an inspiration, and that's where the majority of your funds are meant to come from in this life. So next we have the third house of how you communicate, right? How you mentally connect with other people. This started, or the energy for this house started with your relationship with your mom and your mom's side of the family. You come from a royal lineage, right? In other lives and in this life, you were sort of clearing out some of that karma from things that rolled over from those lives. This also can mean you had entertainment, should I say, incarnations. It really feels like artistry is coming through, like you've already been a painter before. So you were meant to start your life dealing with those energies, right? With your mom, her family, you might have dealt with drama, ego battles, power struggles, jealousy, stuff like that. Um, Along with you developing all the other positive skills. But once again, I'm looking at the other parts of your chart here. It appears that there were some areas here where there might have been some shady business, like people don't understand your unique way of being. But that's what this Virgo over here is for. Whatever somebody made you feel bad about, you're eventually going to be able to help other people with. You have a way of organizing your thoughts and organizing other people's thoughts to help them be understood. Although sometimes this can result in a little bit of analysis paralysis, you overthinking things. At the end of the day, once you give yourself permission to create freely without the voices of everybody who tried to tell you that you were too quirky, right? You'll be able to show other people how to accept their quirks. This is about healing. With your IC, the core of who you are, in Virgo, you are a healer. You are the healer from your family line. This is backed up by that Chiron that you have in fourth. You have been fixing family patterns that have been going on too long. And particularly, I'm going to say the dynamic between male and female. So we have your fifth house next. Um, this is who you are, your unique self. And for you, you've been hiding that. Something occurred at some point in life where people made you feel like you were, I don't want to say a freak, but that's how it made you feel. Now, it could have been that your sight is beyond others. You see things others don't recognize. You have a unique way of expressing yourself. But the funny thing is, it made you hide who you actually are from people, right? But your power, which is this part of fortune, your sprinkle of luck in life, which is at 2 degrees, and your Pluto, which is your transformation point, is also at 2 degrees. 2 degrees means supreme power. This means once you learn how to wield this strength, you can make anything you want happen here. This is like Queen Elizabeth degree. Look up 2 degrees, the second degree in astrology when you get the chance. But your transformation comes when you take all the darkness that occurred in your life, everything that made you feel like an outcast, and make that what is your story. Pluto in Sagittarius means somebody who is shining the light after the dark, sharing from their experiences, taking the dirt and turning it into syrup. I don't know, it rhymes. But being able to see the blessing after the rain, the beauty after the pain is your gift. You'll be able to inspire everybody because you have been in a place where you were so disconnected from yourself that you weren't able to share with others. And once you share that experience, you step into the Sagittarius energy. This is the traveler, the explorer, the optimist, the person who is giving motivational speeches, the spiritual guru, even the Dora the Explorer, philosopher, even. And what's so important about that for you is that goes into your sixth house. The sixth house is what you're meant to do on a day-to-day basis in order to keep your human functioning. This is your actual physical body. This is your health, nutrition, fitness. What you're actually doing for work to earn money for yourself. So for you, it's a little bit of that philosophy I was talking about, that guru energy, the higher education, teaching people things, and you being an entrepreneur. So you're going to be creating something unique for yourself. This goes back to you being a pioneer, like I discussed at the beginning of the reading. You are doing something as a business person, and your energy is going to shift back and forth between two different things. Maybe you're traveling during one part of the year, and the other part of the year, you're being a mogul looking at your investments. Here we got this Capricorn energy. This is your legacy, your career, what you do for work. That goes into your seventh house of partnership. So you're automatically going to marry somebody that you can build with, somebody maybe a little bit older, but definitely somebody into business with you. With you having Jupiter in your seventh, this means that you grow through partnership. Like you have your own assets, and then your boo comes in and they have assets, and y'all just multiply that together. And then with you having Neptune in seventh, this means that you sort of end up with somebody that you had in the last life. And it looks like a twin for you was really important in this life. And I say that because of that Gemini energy being in your 12th house, right? 12th house is ruled by Neptune. With Neptune coming into your seventh house, you're getting back a partner that you wanted from another life, your twin, your other half, and they are going to be the business partner that helps you pull together this family business, this long-lasting family business. Now, what's interesting about this is, right, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Where's Saturn at for you? Saturn is in your 10th house. So this goes home, family, husband. The whole triangle. Husband brings the family together, brings the business together with this design. This is also somebody who is going to sort of be your friend, somebody good at networking. You might meet them through a friend group. Just always there's going to be a serious tone to your relationship in some way, shape, or form, because y'all worry about that paper, baby. So this Aquarius energy of the friendship, the innovation, the futuristic, possibly even polyamory, things of that nature, just the unique relationship. It's up to you, baby. So it goes into the eighth house. The eighth house, sex, death, taxes, inheritances, taboo, dark magic, just all the shady things in life, right? That's the stuff that you have been hiding within yourself this whole life. And with it being in Aquarius, there could be questions about sexuality. Also, your gifts of seeing the future could be a thing, because Uranus, which it belongs in the sign of Aquarius, right? The planet of radical change, unique insight. For you, that comes through your intimate relationships. Like when you meet somebody, you're like, oh no, I know this person from somewhere. But also that could be a reason why your sexuality might be something that is fluid, because you are clearing up relationships with both male and female, because you have been male in other incarnations. This also means that you make really good money, or you would do really well flipping your assets online or through networking with other people. Now, this Aquarius for you goes into the ninth house. This is about that Sagittarius energy, what way you connect to foreign lands and develop your belief system. So the more you interact with other people, the more you travel, the more you start to develop this Pisces belief system over here, that anything is possible, everybody's belief system is valid, and you just become a really spiritual person, which is inevitably what you wanted to be known for in this life. Less of that Aries take it all energy, and more of somebody who has been around the block. With your midheaven, which is the peak of this life for you, being in Pisces, you came to be known as somebody who is mystic, spiritual, wise, aged. And by aged, I mean like an old soul. Like people will come to you for advice and stuff based upon what you have done, what you have come through. This leads us back to one of your big houses here, the 10th house, career, fame, reputation. This is where you're bound to in this life. You are clearing up your reputation as a brute. Although your Mars is in Aries here, you're going to be using uh, the first house, which is the ruler of Aries, to check that out, which is Cancer. You're going to be known as like a fighter mom, somebody who fights for women, somebody who fights for females. Divine feminine is what's coming up here. You are standing up and making a name for females as you have for males in other lives. So that's probably an interesting twist for you, right? To be like, damn, what did I do for this? So next we have your 11th house. This is your wishes and dreams, your friends, like your soul tribe, the people you actually belong to, not the people you grew up with. The people you grew up with are karmic, right? So with this group, this is the fans you would have, the people who follow you, the collective that is waiting for your message. That's where you shine. That means you have a large group of people waiting to hear what you have to say. With you saying it in Taurus, Taurus rules the second house. What are you doing? You're sharing yourself, sharing how you came from dark to light, how you overcame certain things, how you have found a conduit or an outlet for your gifts that has made you this person. It feels like you're going to come up with one really good idea, and then you're going to be able to spin it off into several other ones, just because you have so much stuff coming through. Writing looks really important. You could definitely be an amazing writer, literary person, screenwriter, script writer. Also, it's so much talent here, because artist stands out, especially with this 11th house, because it's the groups of people you belong to. Sun is who you are, your identity, your physical character, and Mercury is your mind. You belong to a group of people where you're sharing your thoughts, sharing your mind, sharing your ideas on peace. And at the end of that group, you belong to a bunch of writers, great thinkers, other people who are looking to make change here through thought patterns. So We are at your last house, the end. And this is the house where everything clears off. This is like the one that you are clearing off the board. And for you, it's anything with your twins. And keep in mind, your twin is like carrying with you, like they're sending you telepathic messages because you have Gemini here. It's like, that's my evil twin in there. This also means you have like two different sides to yourself. But for you, if you've been having any issues in love or anything, it's because your Venus is in 12th and you are holding out for a very specific person to come back around. That's beautiful, right? Because this Cancer here in the 12th means you're waiting for a specific family to come back around. There's something you want to fix about the way that you communicated in your last relationship and the way that you treated your family. So I think it's really important that you think of yourself or how you would have been if you had been a male. Look to the patterns of the males on your dad's side of the family to get an idea of who you were, because you're starting off clearing their karma and then you're finishing by healing it through your mom's side of the family. So this was really a deep mission, Brittany. I thank you so much for your patience, and I hope this was worth your time, sweetie.